We'll move on to Sleeper Spotlight.
Sleeper Spotlight.
In this segment, we introduce a drummer that y'all are sleeping on. We'll get Adam's opinions, his impressions, and constructive criticism, if any. Cool. First up on Sleeper Spotlight for today's episode, Vinny Aguas.
Vinny, clip number 1. What you got, Vinny? Tricky groove. Man, very, very cool. We also got to give him credit right away for playing so consistently, like weird amount of consistency there. It is very difficult to play the same groove, and not a very simple groove either, right? He switches to the left-hand eighth notes on the hi-hats for a minute. Then there's the two-tom sweeping thing that's happening. Yeah. To play that consistently that many times in a row is actually very, very difficult.
Yeah, it feels like a loop.
It feels like a loop, exactly, yeah. And that in itself is a skill set. So even though the difficulty might not have been that high, and I say that just to mean like it's not choppy, it's not technical, it's not super fast, though it is a difficult groove. Like I would have to sit down and work out what he's playing. With that said, the most impressive part of a clip like this is the consistency, that it would sound exactly the same for whatever that was, 16 bars or 32 bars or something. You know, really, really impressive for sure. I think I might have seen his clips before. I can't remember. I would need to see something higher level to see if it's the same guy that I'm thinking of.
I think Istanbul featured him on their Instagram.
Okay. Did he play Istanbul? I see some Zildjians, but
yeah, but I think this was an older one before Istanbul
clip. Okay.
Like gave him some mini hats that they did a big feature for him on.
Gotcha.
That's how I found him. But go to his Instagram. He's got less than 10,000 followers.
Sure.
Clearly, people are missing something.
It's on the screen.
And this next clip will solidify why he's a sleeper.
Okay. Let's see. Vinny, second clip.
Whew. Flying.
Man, those toms sound good. Man, so this is definitely the Vinny I'm thinking of. I remember who showed me this guy. Juan Carlito Mendoza showed me this kid, and he was like, hey, how funny is it that he's named Vinny and he shreds that hard? One of the all-time greats is Vinny Colaiuta. Man, so good. Are these, is this a Gretsch kit?
I have no idea.
I hear like a Gretsch tom tone. Maybe I'm wrong, but it sounds like a Gretsch tom tone to me from this clip. Man, so good, so fluid, so many advanced ideas built in there. To me, what sticks out is like the prominent skill set that I hear is clarity. Like each one of these notes is very intentionally placed. There are no accidents, and while it does seem very improvised, it is not without like purpose. Like there's a whole lot of intent in his playing. This note was meant to go here, and I decided that it goes here. So there's a lot of confidence, and clarity is the word that comes to mind in his playing, man. Some really, really clean ideas for sure. Awesome playing. And we got to ask, how old is he? Do we know?
Early 20s?
Early 20s? Man, I would guess even younger. I mean, who knows? We're just looking at, who knows? Either way, goodness gracious, dude. Like the skill level of these kids is just so outrageous. Oh man, I would love to take a lesson with this kid. Give me some patterns, bro. This was awesome, man. And the 3 rack tom setup is always interesting too, because that always strikes me as unnecessary but very fun to go doon 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 like an all up top. Yeah, it's like, man, that's a lot of tom voices to have up top, but man, so good. That was really, really good. So everybody go check out Vinny. Instagram handle is on the screen. He is if he doesn't have 10K followers, I don't know what's wrong with the world we live in, but good Lord, go follow this kid, man.
A lot
Outrageous. That was an awesome man. Who we got next?
Cool. Next up is Jacob. Is @_battery on Instagram.
Okay.
Fun little thing about him. He does like code. He's like a software engineer,
okay, gotcha.
As well as a drummer.
Cool.
And he's been like the drummer for some touring acts in the past before.
Gotcha.
Yeah, super sick drummer.
Very cool.
We'll go ahead and pop up the 2 clips of him.
Alrighty, here we go. Clip number 1. Very cool, man. I thought that was super, super clean. What is it? Yamaha Stage Custom is what that kit is. Beautiful kit for sure. I like the whole style. I like the groove-themed style, and that it's not really about fills and patterns and chops and that sort of thing. Like the style of drumming that he's taking on here is very groove-based, and I like that. I think that's really cool when somebody just has a much more, like, a clear preference for that section of what is, like, the rhythmic landscape. Like, you can play anything you want. Some people prefer chops. Some people are rudiment practice pad people. Some people are groove people. Like, there's all these different little categories that you can go into. And I like when somebody is just like, groove. I'm just into groove. You know, I think that was really obvious, man. I also like the feel change. Started out with a little drunk drumming, like heavy swing, sort of this like pulled back sort of vibe. And then we went to a much more tighter drum and bass sort of thing, and then cut that in half into a halftime vibe. I thought that was really cool, man. Really tasteful, and interesting performance too. Awesome.
Cool.
Let's go to the next one. I like his vibe here. Next one from him. Oh, he got, what's that Pokemon's name on his shirt? What's it called?
Oh, hold on.
I used to love Pokemon when I was a little kid. I sold all the cards.
You love it
That was
so
a
much.
mistake.
You remember all the names of the. It's Mewtwo.
Mewtwo?
It's Mewtwo.
Okay. All right. I don't really remember. I
Hey,
recognized
boy.
it was a Pokemon.
I see you.
There you go. All right. With the Mewtwo shirt, what we got? Second clip. What would you call this style? It's almost like expressive groover, right? Like it is all themed around this like home base of groove that never really leaves. It's not like he abandons the groove and starts chopping ever.
It reminds me of like old like jungle drum and bass type.
Yeah,
stuff.
There's a little bit of that. Yeah, definitely. Like there's like he hears grooves quickly, like you would in that style. Yeah, I almost like though that he never breaks away from some sort of like groove home bass that's in there. It's like always themed around this certain thing that he never really leaves, but you can hear he like explores within the groove. So it's interesting. I'd love to hear his idea of like what those boundaries are, because it doesn't seem so black and white where it's like, here's the groove and then we cut into chops and then back. Like he kind of works in this little middle ground between the two, man. I thought that was really good. Also, I love you guys are listening on audio, but his technique looks great, like wristy in all the right ways, looks very comfortable, very relaxed, like loose shoulders sort of thing. I also like his posture, very upright and just sort of like, it's a weird word, but like proper, you know what I mean? Like sitting how you ought to sit at the drums. Awesome, man. That was really, really cool. Definitely go give him a follow, man. That was a sick one. Unique style.
Yeah. We love the unique ones here.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for watching this clip from the Orlando Drummer Podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want more lessons like this one, masterclasses, interviews, lesson packs, individual chops and grooves, everything you can imagine, I have all of that waiting for you on orlandodrummer.com. It is an online drum school in the style of Netflix. Free 7-day trial at the link in the description. Check it out.